Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Christmas time is here.
Merry Chrysler!
I think that's all I know.
That's as far as you can go.
Happiness and cheer? Something like that?
No.
Am I off?
No. Well, Merry Christmas to all who
Yes,
celebrate.
Merry Christmas to all who celebrate.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Hope you had a nice holiday, not a stressful one.
Well, they're having it right now. They're watching us with their families.
Okay, I hope the
It's-
dinner tonight goes well.
Yeah. And if you're Mexican, I hope your dinner last night went well.
Yes. I hope you're enjoying your tamales today.
Exactly. I specifically asked Bella to bring us some Santa hats for the episode. I did not expect her to bring me a literal Santa hat.
Well,
Ex-
maybe I am autistic. Maybe I was too literal on that one.
Maybe. But was this like all they had?
No, this was what was on sale. So,
Cool.
no, it was all they had. Because, like, Christmas stuff, they start selling Christmas stuff in, like, October.
Okay.
And then when you try to buy Christmas stuff during Christmas,
They don't have anything?
it's, like, gone, yeah. Ransacked.
Yeah.
The Grinch gobbled it up.
The Grinch. Steal those presents.
Steal those presents.
Yeah, so they don't fit our fat heads.
Not at all. But they're cute. I mean,
Yeah.
yours has a little red nose. I like it.
Yeah.
How is my Olaf?
He's there.
Do you like his arms?
Hanging out.
Are they? Can you see them?
Yeah, you can. Yours are actually like
Prominent?
prominent. He's got blush.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Should have got Roma a hat.
Yeah.
Romy, this is your first Christmas with us. I was just wrapping presents, and he was, like, really interested. Like,
Yeah.
he wanted to know. Because everything's, like, colorful and shiny, and birds are, like, drawn to that. And then he was, like, playing with the paper. I think he's excited. I got him presents for Christmas.
You did.
I did.
Oh yeah, I did see.
I did.
I did see them.
I think he's gonna like it.
Yeah, we should get them the
The jungle gym?
yeah.
Yeah. I really want to get that, but they also don't really use the swings, so I think they would do like the little thing where they hop
It's like
over and
monkey
stuff.
bars and stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like they can do like bird monkey bars. There's like a little slide,
Bird bars.
a little hoop they can jump through.
Yeah. We got to train them like
Yeah. Like
Olympic
circus
athletes.
animals?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Merlin did
He's-
not like that.
Opposed.
He said, "Leave me be."
Said nay.
Literally, I'm just a bird.
I'm just a bird. Leave me alone. Speaking of birds,
Yes.
no, I thought I could segue into something, but it didn't happen. Anyway, okay, so Superman trailer came out and
Yes.
it's looking great.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it looks great.
It's rad.
What was that, Chuck?
I think it looks rad.
What was that?
I know. What makes you so upset, huh? My valid opinion.
I'm just asking. I can't hear you. Speak
can
the
you hear
fuck
me?
up.
I think it looks rad.
Okay.
Oh,
you
the
said it
air
looks red.
conditioning is still on.
Oh, the AC's still on.
Probably turn that off.
Maybe, man.
That's probably why you can't hear him.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Also, because you're like old and
Also
stuff.
'cause
so.
I'm also old.
Your ears are full of smoke.
I am.
So,
Yeah.
like, I was definitely more like a Marvel person than a DC person
Yeah.
growing up, with the exception of Batman, which I feel like is everyone ever. But Superman is interesting because he's like the OG, and they've tried to modernize him so many times, and like a lot of it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's
from the trailer, I think
yeah.
it's looking good.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. I think I'd say I was kind of the opposite growing up. I was definitely DC growing up.
Really?
Like Marvel wasn't until
2012.
Like the MCU?
no,
Well,
not
no.
like right but
Like,
no.
The MCU.
I was still reading like comics, like Marvel comics here and there, but the majority of the media, like the comic book media I'd consume, was DC because I was always watching Boomerang. And they always had like the Superman show
Yeah.
and
Justice
Aquaman and
League.
Justice League.
Yeah.
And then the Batman animated series was out. And, you know, so
Yeah.
there was a lot of Marvel on TV. Or, sorry, DC on TV.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
can see
cartoons
that.
that I, you know, that was like
You
my
also
shit.
like really liked the old school stuff, no matter
I love the
what
old
it
school
is.
stuff. Yeah.
Like you like shit from like the 50s and 60s.
Chill out. It's like the 70s
You're an
shows
old
and 60s.
fart,
Yeah.
like we said.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
old
yeah.
is Superman?
He's like from the 30s, right, Chuck? You got an iPad in front of you? Fucking
Chuck is good.
Silva's not here. Do his job.
I'm gonna say
30s.
I'm gonna
It's
say
definitely-
39.
If not 30s, late 20s.
I'm gonna say 39.
1938.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
you're
on it. You know why? You know why?
No, but I love like the original Superman, like the classic Superman cartoons. I
Yeah.
love. I had the DVDs, and my dad he used to always we either had like a little DVD players to take with us whenever, like before iPad kids, it's like you had a little DVD player,
Yeah.
and that or and then we had like a thing where we could put it on the car seat, so like we always had movies and
Yeah.
DVDs with us
Yeah.
and shows, so that was one that I was always,
Always
watching.
watching.
And then not just that, but like at home, right, on Boomerang, and like I said,
Yeah.
all those like Aquaman and stuff.
I didn't have Boomerang
Aquaman.
growing up. Like I didn't have that channel.
Did you have Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Then I think you had Boomerang. You just didn't. I don't think you
No, I didn't.
did. It not come with. I don't remember how fucking.
I don't
cable
remember
worked.
what we had, but my dad was also like didn't even want to pay for
You'd
cable.
like pick and choose which channels, right? Or was it like packages?
I think it was just like the basic package. Yeah. Cuz like that was like technically like a specialty channel even though it's
I
not.
guess.
But like it was considered
I mean,
that.
at the time, it was a great channel.
Yeah.
And like people loved it at the time.
Sir.
Yeah, can we get him off the set? Can we like get this chicken off of the set?
He's just like
his dandruff is everywhere.
you need some head and shoulders, my friend.
I love how our viewers are just like, I did not sign up for a bird show.
Yeah, well,
But this is what you get now.
this is the
It's like a part of it.
Punchitchewie bird show.
Yeah, these fucking chickens.
Should I take him? Or is he behaving?
He's behaving.
He's behaving,
just
he's
like-
just making a mess. But that's okay, I still love you.
Look at him.
Fuck.
Who's your favorite DC character? Get that thing away from me.
No, but I there weren't that many Marvel shows, I guess, as opposed to DC.
No.
And if there were, like, I wasn't watching them. I guess there was the X-Men, like the 90s series. I didn't really watch, like, I would watch it here and there, but I didn't really watch it.
Yeah.
You know, like watch it start to finish.
Yeah.
It was more like I would read comics,
Yeah.
like Marvel comics.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that many because I was always prioritizing like Star Wars comics and
Yeah.
Predator comics and Alien
Yeah.
comics. So it wasn't until I got a little older that I really started getting into Marvel, and then like Secret Wars like fully pulled me into the Marvel comics.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not sure, but from my understanding, DC is definitely more for kids, like young kids.
It's more
compared
suitable
to Marvel.
for younger kids, but there's also like DC comics can get dark,
Yeah, that's true.
like really dark.
Yeah.
I think it depends.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
depends on the
'cause
series.
It can be like sunshine and rainbows on one issue,
And then it gets
and then
really
the next
dark.
one's like fucking everybody dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely, but I think DC, since it came from a very like a much more pure era for like especially
Yeah.
like for kids and like media directed towards kids, like it has its dark undertones in some
Yeah.
stories, but like it's like look at the original like Batman series with Adam West.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like that was like the, you know, and then Superman came from Metropolis, where Like there's like no crime, like there's no like street level crime. It's just
Yeah.
it's all like fucking giant monsters and evil scientists. You know what I mean? It's much more
Yeah.
like whimsical and fantastic than
Yeah.
Marvel. Like Marvel's like, oh, there's a terrorist.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
The monsters are real.
yeah.
Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, like the Mandarin.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that guy's just an extremist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What I think's interesting though is like obviously comics are the OG like form of that kind of story, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting the history of like why comics were made in the first place and like because like back then it was very hard for parents to talk to children about like really serious topics.
Yeah.
Like that just wasn't something that we did.
Like
But-
yeah, like you would call your dad sir, and you saw
Yeah.
him for an hour a day when he got back from work, and you went to sleep, and he'd kiss you to your
Yeah.
forehead goodnight.
Like your dad was your boss.
Dude,
Yeah.
Don't read that shit.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
read that fuck.
And also like, sorry, side note, especially like in the 30s when Superman came out, comic books were like magazines.
Yeah.
It's like you read them and threw them away.
Yeah.
Like you weren't like that's why so many comics from that era are fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
because it's not that it was a great issue necessarily. It's just like
Yeah.
there's not that many.
There's not that many in circulation.
Yeah.
But I really think the history of that is like really interesting of like when you're a kid you don't see the parallels, but like once you understand historical context, you're like, oh, they're talking about this or they're talking about that, but they're doing it in a way that children can understand.
Yeah.
But I feel like even though the comic book world has gotten really big with like cosplaying and like MCU, all that stuff.
It's in the public eye. It's
Yeah.
popular. It's
But I feel like
household,
the specifically comic books have taken a back seat
Yeah, no.
as
I
the
think this is a very
form
good
of
point that
media, which is weird to me because it's still one of the most accessible forms of media.
it is. If you're
Like
not buying,
considering digital comics,
especially
there's no reason to not read comics.
especially digital.
But it's like the more access people have gotten to it, the less they care. And I don't know if that's like a because I
But
can't
let's-
get it.
Also, let's be
I don't
real.
know.
Let's be real. I think it's less of an accessibility thing where it's like, there's definitely people that are like, I can't, like, it's not in my budget,
Yeah,
right?
which is fair.
That's fair, right? But I feel like most of the case is just like people just don't go out of their way for it.
Yeah.
It's like a movie is easy. You just go to the movies, or you wait for it on streaming, or whatever. Like people are talking about it, and that you're like, oh, I want to like.
You're reminded.
It's not like it's. People don't feel like they're going out of their way for that.
Yeah.
But like comics don't stop.
It's like I have to go every week.
There's new comics every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And if you're reading a series, it's one a month, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Is that what it is? It's like if you don't have that collector instinct, you're turned off
A
from
lot
it.
of people also just wait for the trades, like the trade paperbacks.
Yeah.
Which I have noticed. It's like a lot of people are
Okay.
just like, I read comics.
Those
but
are expensive.
they're expensive. I mean, yes and no. Depends. But it's also just like, it's the whole collection,
Yeah.
Instead of, like, I go every Wednesday and I get my single issues.
And
But
your
because I love-
alternate covers.
And I get like the variants, and I get like, I'm there for because I love
because
that.
you collect.
I
that.
collect them. I love
Yeah.
comic art is my favorite form of art. I love comic book art. I love comic book stories. I think it's a perfect way to expand on people's favorite stories and characters.
Yeah, because
Right?
it can be like a short story.
Exactly.
Doesn't have to be 2 hours worth of material.
No, my favorite comic series are the 4 to 6 issue series.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Those are always bangers. Because they always do a good job.
Yeah.
It's
You're not
sometimes
wasting
it's,
time.
when it's an ongoing series. It's a hit or miss.
Really.
It's a hit or miss.
Does it feel like sometimes they're just trying to meet a
Sometimes-
deadline?
Yeah. Sometimes it can just get dragged out, and I don't like that. They're like, well, we have 50 issues.
Is it sold like that Or is it presented like that to the artist? It's like we're giving you
I
a
believe
50
so.
issue deal.
I believe so. I mean, look, I'm not necessarily in the comic
Yeah,
book
yeah.
world like that.
Yeah.
I'm just a consumer.
Yeah.
I haven't really paid attention or dived into like
The business
the
side.
business as in
Yeah.
like how, how one gets approved and stuff. Because also, like I said, like I really love the shorter issues, right?
Yeah.
Or like the series. But I mean, I've heard of some just getting canceled.
Yeah.
Or they're like
that
they
sucks.
cut it short,
Yeah.
right? But
Really? He's yapping.
he is yapping. I don't know why. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh, yeah. So all I'm saying is like, yeah, like I don't know, ongoing series, like they're fun and they're good, but sometimes they can like, if you're in like issue 12 of 50,
Yeah.
sometimes it's a very thin issue, and like
Yeah.
not a lot happens,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I waited a month.
Yeah.
And there's another month until the next part, so sometimes that can happen,
Yeah.
but not. I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, I don't know. I don't really read every fucking comic and series, so I don't know about the rest of Marvel. But right now, I've just been on Star Wars stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's. I think it's a great. It's such an awesome way of like telling stories and expanding on it, because it's like, animation is expensive, and so is filmmaking. So it's like comics. It's like it's a perfect in between where it's like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You're
not worried about a certain budget
Yeah.
on the visual side of things.
Exactly.
What I love too is that there's always multiple, like, I don't want to say traditional artists, but like artists that draw, paint, whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's multiple artists involved in each issue, which I think is really cool. Like one person does the pencil, like the line work, one person colors, one person does the cover.
Yeah.
Someone else writes the story. Someone else does like dialogue. And it's like really a collaborative effort, and I feel like a lot of art, like visual, or not visual art, but you know what I mean, like a painting is usually one person painted a painting. It's not like 6 people painted a painting, right? But I think that's really cool, like how collaborative it is, and I don't really see anything else.
No, it's
like that.
It's a great art form. It's sad to see how, like, especially when we live in an era where comic book media, it's like Comic-Con is like one of the biggest events in the world.
Yeah.
And what's it about? Comic books. What do you see the least of at Comic-Con?
Comic books.
So it's a very weird, like, phenomena, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I was just looking at that. I was on Twitter, and someone posted something that happened in like a comic from like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And people are like just finding out about it. They're like, where is this from? And it's like Catwoman #1.
Yeah.
Right? And like issue #1 is like, should be something where it's like most people that would want to read it would read issue #1.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm
saying? Of all the issues.
Of all the issues, that issue #1 is probably the one that most people would read.
Yeah.
And therefore, something that happened in that issue should have circulated.
I feel like a lot of people just don't know where to start, and comic book shops are intimidating.
A little bit.
They are.
Some can be. Ours is the fucking best.
Yeah.
But like, I know one where it's like it is very.
It's like you go in, they're like, "What do you want?
Yeah.
Where's your list?" And you're like, I don't even know what like fandom I want to pick up."
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I feel like it's kind of hard to get into that world. Once you're in it, it's like fine. But
I mean, it's just starting wherever you want. There's no rules.
There's no right or wrong way.
If there's a story you see that looks good, and that interests you, read it. Like, even if it's not Marvel or like or DC, or if it's an independent comic, like
there's a lot of really good independent stories.
Exactly. No, it's great. All right, can we just talk about the way that this trailer is being perceived or received?
Well, yes. I mean, I'm not really on that side of Twitter, but you've seen a fun side.
I'm not like really in it. I mean, I think Chuck can probably give his 2 cents on this, because he's way more in the comic book.
Chuck's the film guy.
The film and comic side of Twitter.
People are shitting on though. Zack Snyder's vision.
Yeah, so it's
Zack
it's
Snyder.
like all the Snyder guys. That's all the Snyder people.
Those
Okay.
fucking chuds are still crying, even though like their universe is over. Like it's
They're like, yeah, it's like, look, it was great, but like,
yeah.
Like they want him to
we're
do
moving
everything.
on. Like it's not. It's like the same thing with Star Wars. It's like we're not like George isn't coming back, guys.
Yeah.
George isn't coming back.
And even then, Zach wasn't that good of a director. Like
Yeah.
he didn't do the characters a good service. Like he kind of made them his own, what he would want them to be.
Yeah.
And it's kind of stupid. Like Batman kills people.
Yeah,
and
Batman
Superman
has got a gun.
is
and-
evil, and he's an asshole that doesn't care about people, you know. And then they
Yeah.
killed Jimmy Olsen by terrorists shooting him in the head.
So why do people like it? Because it's like
Cause it's like dark and
Action-packed.
gritty and
Yes,
badass
action-packed,
and yeah.
Because the people that like the 300, they're like, this shit. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah. So now like they're getting a taste of like what Superman is like actually supposed to mean, and they're like,
Mhm.
"Ooh." They're crying about it, and it's like the trailer looks good. Like
It
the
does look
characters
good.
yeah.
I'd say there's some shots that are a little.
The
But like,
the only shot that was weird to me was when he's like sitting there with his dad
yeah.
and he's like like it was just like awkward.
Yeah.
But like that's my
Actually,
only
the
like
thing with me though is like I feel a lot of that stuff isn't gonna be in the final film.
yeah, I mean it's also the
Probably
trailer.
not,
Like,
yeah.
how many like even like Rogue One, we just had its anniversary.
Mhm.
We all remember Rogue One had half of the fucking trailer wasn't in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's very common with
very common,
stories.
especially with these kinds of movies.
I think it kind of boils down to, and I've never understood this take because I've always seen movies and books and whatever like fandom I've been a part of.
Mhm.
I've always seen it as that is an artist creating art,
Mhm.
and I am the person that enjoys the art.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think, why didn't the artist paint it with the colors that I like and the themes that I like
Yeah.
and why didn't they name it what I would have named it?
No.
I think that's such an insane take to have
Way to consume art. Yeah.
to consume art, exactly. But now that's the default with, it doesn't matter what kind of movie. It doesn't have to be like a sci-fi or
no.
superhero. It can be anything, and people are like livid. Like,
Yeah.
how dare they not use my fan fiction script?
Yeah, yeah. And then they complain if they do.
Yeah, and then I came up with that and they
from my
stole
script.
it. It's from my script. It's like, I've just never understood that mentality, and all it does is set you up to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna
You should
be
never trust Redditors' opinions.
like,
on movies.
it's never gonna be
you
what
shouldn't
you
trust-
want
What
it.
happened with Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I've never given a single fuck about anyone's review
Yeah,
on anything.
yeah,
I don't care. If I see a trailer for a movie or a movie poster or anything,
yeah.
a book, a comic, anything.
Anything promoting a new
if
product.
I see anything and I'm like, ooh, that kind of looks cool, I don't go and look. Okay, what are the reviews?
What did this person
What
say?
does this person say? I read it, I watch it, I do whatever I need to
Yeah.
consume it, and I, use my own.
You can also form your own opinions, and a lot of people can't
Huh?
do that.
Say the same thing about the Last Jedi. But
What? Okay, let me hear it. What the fuck? You mean?
What?
I'm not defending the movie.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying if people watch that for the first time and not ever Star Wars,
Oh, yeah.
And, like if they liked it for the filmmaking.
That's fine. I've never denied the fact that people can fucking like whatever. Look, I'll be real. If there's we were just talking about it today. I say that this with respect, like as in you can like whatever you like. I'm just gonna be honest, and this is my opinion. The only Star Wars thing, to be 100% honest, the only Star Wars thing that I don't like, and I went into it, two people right here that are witnesses, how excited I was.
You were
And I went into
probably
it
at 100.
expecting the best, hoping for the best, expecting the best,
Yeah.
and immediately walking out of the theater, I hated it,
Yeah.
was The Last Jedi.
Yeah. You either love it or hate it.
You
There's
either love
no
it or
one
hate it.
that's
And
like,
look,
in the
you can't get
middle.
mad at me because Ryan is literally quoted. He's literally said it that was his whole intention with the movie.
Yeah.
It's split down the middle as you either love it or hate it, and he succeeded, which I commend him for it. But I'm one of the ones that hate it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really do. I think the movie has some beautiful moments. I do not deny the visual beauty of the movie, the cinematography, the colors, the everything, right? What I have a problem with is the choices that were made
as the 8th installment of the Skywalker saga.
And it's not just that I
Yeah.
feel like, oh, he messed up Luke or anything. I think he had the most important movie.
Yes.
The most important movie in the trilogy, and he didn't do what he needed to do with it.
Yeah.
He did what he felt like doing with it.
Yeah, but he left
that makes
nothing for 9.
Nothing.
to
It completely
do.
Exactly. He didn't
Like, why did you kill the villain?
There were things that JJ set up for him in 7 that he did not even touch.
Yes.
Completely tore down everything, not everything, but like a lot of the big stuff that 7 set up.
Yeah.
Completely either ignored them or just didn't even touch them.
Yeah.
And then like kind of left nothing for 9.
Yeah.
It was just like, these are the pieces that you're left with.
Yeah.
And then JJ, I'm like, look, I loved the Star Trek trilogy, but goddamn, I don't know what happened with Star Wars.
And
right?
then 9 was spent undoing 8, and then trying to finish a 11 movie series.
Look, I get that this was like the first time anything like this had ever happened.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think the biggest flaw of the entire thing was the fact that they didn't have like a story outline before they gave it to the directors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that it was silly to, just be like, yeah, each of you write your own story and none of you talk to each other.
Yeah.
I think that like you can't really blame anyone.
They kind of set themselves up for failure.
It was I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, other than that, I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I enjoyed Episode 9. Little less the more the time goes on, right? I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, all I'm saying is the only thing I don't like is that. And again, I went into it hoping, like, knowing, I was like, I'm gonna love it. This is gonna be the best fucking movie ever. Yeah. Right?
It's Luke as a grandmaster. Exactly. What's he like now? I wanna learn from him. No, you fucking don't.
And like I get it. That side of that story of Luke Skywalker appeals to a lot of people, and I get why. Yeah. Because it's I love people love that it's realistic and like that people do lose hope. People can be broken, right? But like personally, not Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Not the only guy that like symbolized hope.
It also makes it just that he was naive and got lucky in the previous movies.
Exactly, and I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I don't think he did. I think like my thing is like he commit in the flashback, he makes the same mistake that he made in Episode 6 when he was fighting Vader.
I think he loses his naiveness in Episode 5. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point, exactly. But in Episode 6, when he's hiding from Vader in the final duel, when he's hiding from him, he knows, he's like, I can't fight him or else I'm going to fall for it.
Yeah. I have to give in to my anger to
beat him.
Be stronger than him.
And Vader baits him.
Yeah.
With threatening his sister.
Yeah. It's like, well, if you won't join me.
He threatens his sister and baits him with that.
Yeah.
And the fear of losing his sister is what, he reacted out of fear.
Uh-huh.
He reacts out of fear. And then in the flashback with Ben, again, he reacts out of fear. He makes the same mistake. And that's just like 30 years.
Also, he made the same mistake that his father made.
Which was the whole point of the original trilogy.
Yeah,
that's... Okay.
You guys know this.
Yeah, we went on this whole fucking tangent that we did not need to go through. And if you love it, I'm sorry. I respect you. That's my opinion.
Yeah. We were talking about Superman.
What I was trying to say is like, don't like even my review right now of that movie, like you could go and love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to make. Is don't form your own opinions.
And don't let people who don't like what you like, don't let them ruin it
No,
for you.
of course not. Like I hope you don't let me ruin that for you. Like because I shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion. That's just my take on the movie. But I love that the sequel trilogy, and I respect the shit out of it. That it is. That's like the Star Wars trilogy for a whole new generation.
Yeah.
You know, just how the prequels were ours.
Yep.
There's a generation that's theirs.
Yeah.
And they're going to grow up and they're going to have those memories and they're going to have that love for it. And I love that. I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Because that was us, right? Like that was us with the prequels. And like right now they're living their Clone Wars era. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's great. You know, I didn't like it, but I love literally everything else surrounding it.
Yeah.
All of the canon comics, all of the canon books. I think it's all great. I'm here for how
the
did they
animated
bring back the
series that are adding to
Exactly.
like Bad Batch
Exactly.
and Clone Wars is
honestly,
like really good.
I think that the biggest thing for me, and then we've talked about it many times on this show, and you and I, that I might like that opinion of mine of The Last Jedi and you know, the sequels as a whole, it could change easily with a post Return of the Jedi animated show.
Literally, we've talked about this so many times. So like, how many people hated Anakin in the movies and then watched the Clone Wars show and they're like, oh wait, like I get why he did the things he did.
I feel like all it needs is context.
We need more of it.
We need more of it.
And no one wants to hear that,
No.
but the solution to the sequels is more sequels.
Exactly. The solution to the sequels is more sequels. We need more of it. We need context for why Luke is a fucking bum.
We need to see
who's depressed
the new Jedi Order.
Exactly. We need Luke in his prime.
Yes.
To be okay with that.
And we need more Ben.
And we need more Ben.
Ben
exactly.
Solo.
He's the whole point of the freaking...
The trilogy.
The trilogy, and we have like zero. I guess we're getting the Legacy of Vader comics.
Yeah.
Which that's gonna be really, really
I'm excited
cool.
for those.
I'm excited for those too. I forgot when those come out. I think 2025.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of stuff. They sneak peeked a lot of stuff that's coming out in like July. And I'm like excited, but I'm like I don't want to wait that long. Like the Acolyte, no, not Acolyte. High Republic cover that has the Acolyte
like
on
Shay
it.
May and Osha.
Mm-hmm. It's like June, I think, June or July, but
June or July.
Lots of Star Wars to be excited about.
Legacy of Vader coming out February.
Oh,
February 5th.
Not that long. It's like a month. Okay.
I'm really excited.
I really like that cover because it's like an homage to my favorite cover of Anakin. That's half Anakin, half Vader.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
He's so pretty.
Yeah, it's cool.
Ben Solo is a pretty boy.
It's gonna be sick. I'm excited. I loved the Rise of Kylo Ren comics.
Those are good.
Those were good.
We need more of the Knights of Ren. So slept on. Like,
we've
give us more.
We've gotten them just without Kylo. It's
but like
the original Knights of Ren.
But like, give us them in live action.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. But
like they haven't touched the sequels. Yeah.
Again,
so,
the most important movie in the trilogy. Anyway, I digress.
Anyway, Superman. Excited. Good movie. Good trailer. Good color.
Check out the trailer. If you like it, you like it. Go watch the movie. If you don't like it, then it's fine. Don't watch it, and then wait for it on streaming to shit on it.
And then post on your letterbox.
And post on I don't know. What did you ask Santa for Christmas?
I asked for Silva to not crash his car.
Too late. Too late. That's a good. It's very selfless.
Yeah. Actually, I did ask for a sewing machine.
You did.
Which I am excited about. Because your mom is the one that has like taught me everything I know about sewing. But I can only work on stuff when I'm with her. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I need to practice on my own a little bit and like
Yes.
You know? So I'm excited for that. I wanna make more cosplays and like accessories too. I wanna work on like belts and like leather work and stuff, which
Yeah.
again is an entirely different thing, but Anna's really into it right now. She's done like a couple
Oh, the leather work? Yeah.
yeah,
I
she's done
never
a
told
couple like workshops. So she was like, we should go take a class. And I was like, hell yeah. Because that's a really useful skill to know, especially as
Yeah.
a Star Wars cosplayer. There's a lot of leather. So yeah, I'm excited to work on cosplays, but I also want to make like little like tote bags and like also alter my own clothes,
Yeah.
like regular clothes. Because sewing is a really, really useful skill to
Yeah.
have. And I'd rather work on something like that than like doom scroll in 2025.
That's a good.
You know, trying to be more productive.
That's a good.
Like not productive in like a capitalist way, but in like a like in a hobby way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as a cosplayer, like you said, it is a
Yeah.
good trait or skill
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah. What'd you ask for?
A football.
You asked for niche, really old Japanese movies, not refurbished. What's the word? Remastered. Did like when they fix them,
Yeah, remastered.
on Blu-ray.
Remastered. Yeah,
What math?
remastered. Yeah, the Oh my god, what are they called?
It's like
The films,
Daijuku something.
the moving pictures.
No, I forgot. It's a kite. They're like kaiju movies, but it's all like demons and stuff.
Get a load.
I know.
Bro, like,
Weirdo.
oh my god.
Dude, what like a
Weirdo.
You know what? You guys don't even know what you're missing and shitting on right now.
What did you ask for?
I asked for a tricycle.
Oh, you don't learn how to ride a bike?
I want to ride my tricycle.
You want to ride your trike?
I actually asked for a camera.
That's
You
right.
did. That's
Wow.
right. I asked for selfish things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for the community.
Not for the community.
Just for you.
The last two.
50% of the world's food reserve. $1 billion.
Yeah.
And the firstborn of everyone in
Yeah, exactly.
Italy.
Everyone. Oh shit. Since it's a Christmas episode and we haven't talked about anything Christmas related,
Yeah.
did you see the video I sent you?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
With Jim Carrey?
I don't think so.
Wow. You're God?
Years and years. Jim, please, I love you.
Jim, I have one question. Will we be seeing you as the Grinch again?
You just did.
I love
Wasn't that awesome?
That's crazy. That's
You just
like
did.
muscle memory.
Yeah.
I love him.
You know he does that face in the mirror every morning.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
I still got it.
Yeah, exactly.
No one else could have played that role the way that he did.
No.
Like,
No.
no one
Jesus.
is as insane as him. He's just such like a, what's the word, like physical actor?
Uh,
Let's go.
Yeah, like
yeah.
face, body actor.
In
Yeah.
Physical comedy?
Yes, physical comedy.
Slapstick comedy.
Yeah. That's like one of my top 5 movies of all time, not just like Christmas movie. Like
No, just in
it's
general.
Star Wars,
The Grinch.
The Grinch, and
SpongeBob movie.
SpongeBob movie, and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wizard of Oz? No, not anymore.
Like yes, for like the little Isabella lore.
Oh,
Like
shit.
that was my introduction into fantasy.
Now it's
But it's not
smut.
something, yeah. But it's not something that I like revisit often. Like I should, but also like all of like the Wicked shit, like like I don't want to be a gatekeeper, but like I just hate Ariana Grande. I hate everything about her. Like I think she's a horrible person.
Yeah.
And I hate that people have like just pretended like she didn't do all the horrible shit that she did just because they liked the movie.
Hot take. Hot take.
Hot take. I mean, she's a homewrecker, so like
No.
But anyway, I don't know. Like, you know when like something's really popular and it kind of like turns you off from it because it's popular?
Yeah.
It's kind of me. I was like, okay, like Wicked could be fun, and then and like you can't escape it. Like you think Star Wars did a lot of fucking collabs with merch? Holy shit, they've done like 165 separate collabs.
I've seen them all.
Just for Wicked. I'm like,
yeah.
That's all gonna be in the trash in like 3 years, but
yeah.
Pop off.
I
pink or green? What are you, pink or green?
Jeff Goldblum's watching this right now. He's like, oh no,
Hate me.
honey.
Hate me.
Apparently, George called the director of the movie.
Georgie?
George Lucas.
Oh, I thought you meant our George.
No.
Georgie?
I didn't even see. I just saw, like, right before we sat down to record, I saw.
He called who?
It's right here on my fucking feed. The first thing that pops up.
What did he say?
He congratulated him or what?
I think. He called the director of Wicked, John M. Chu, explained. Okay, so he says, I've never met George Lucas. I've never talked to him. I got that call randomly. He was still at the mall where he'd just seen the movie. We FaceTimed. He couldn't have been more kind. He's like, I make movies. And I said, yes.
Oh.
And he's like, I see all the elements in that movie. I know how hard it is to put it all together.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sure there's more.
Imagine getting a FaceTime call from George Lucas.
Bro,
That's
I would
crazy.
fucking shit myself.
Yeah. Never talked to him before.
Yeah.
Did you know what I make movies?
Yeah. I said yes.
That's the thing. Like, I know that the play is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've heard that the movie is phenomenal, but like, I just hate Ariana, and I can't watch that movie. Fair. But that's the thing. I can't watch the movie and see her as a character. She is Ariana Grande.
Yeah. I think especially with
see her
icons like that at this point. Like,
you're too famous to be an actor.
You're too like
you can't get lost in the role.
She only got that role because she's Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I don't.
Are you guys haters right now? Are you guys being haters?
I am a hater.
I guess.
I'm not a Arianator.
What I'm trying to say is like, I like when shit is. When I'm able to escape.
Yeah.
Into it.
Yeah.
I can't escape into a movie or something unless it's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Right? When I know, that's fucking Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, it takes me out of it.
Like in Book of Boba with I thought it was awesome that Danny Trejo was in it.
But it's like that's Danny Trejo.
That's Danny Trejo with a fucking Rancor.
Where's his tequila bottle? Like
exactly.
He's gonna start promoting
much
this
shit,
shit.
Bro. So I don't know. I don't like that shit, especially in Star Wars.
Especially in fantasy.
Like,
particularly.
Because fantasy, you're supposed to, like...
We're in another world.
Exactly. Why the fuck is Tom Holland here?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
And it's either that or it's Timothy Chalamet in every fucking movie. Every fucking movie. Every fucking movie.
Okay. The only thing that Dune worked for me...
I'm not saying he's not a good actor. I'm just saying he's in every fucking movie.
Let me tell you something. The only reason Dune worked for me was because I hated Timothy Chalamet before that.
Really?
That's why it worked?
I didn't like him. So I didn't watch any of the stuff before.
Oh, so you got to...
So
he was
that
the
was
first.
like I popped my Timothy Chalamet cherry with Dune.
Stop.
So now I'm like, Lisan al-Gaib! Lisan al-Gaib! You know what I mean?
You're insane.
That's great.
I tried to watch Wonka and it was horrendous.
No, dude, that I will...
It was horrendous.
I refuse to
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Look at it.
I didn't finish it, and there's very few movies that I have not finished because I love Willy Wonka. That's another thing.
Yeah,
like I fucking love those stories growing up, like the books.
Gene Wilder, bro.
and I just couldn't.
You know what the
Dude,
fuck
I think I don't know.
You
It's
know-
not like amazing, of course, but it's not like terrible. That's all.
Bro,
I couldn't
if they
watch
really
it.
wanted to give us something, they would have made who's the actor that is it's in The Bear?
Fucking.
One that's
Jeremy
rot.
Allen?
Yeah. Just give us a Willy Wonka movie with him.
Oh.
Literal Gene Wilder reincarnated.
No, he really is.
Like
He gets so mad. I feel like he gets like I saw someone say that in an interview to him. And he gets so.
he got mad.
He's like,
Yeah, I've heard it. You're not the first
Hey,
person to tell me.
I'm a fan that wants to be served. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all
Oh,
I'm
he
saying.
would kill it.
He would kill it.
He's a good actor.
Bro,
Put him in every movie.
Put him in every movie. I'll watch it.
All of them.
All of them. Why are you fucking with me? Why are you fucking with me?
Oh.
I don't know. Timothy's great. I think you guys need to watch Beautiful Boy and Call Me by Your Name.
Okay.
Okay.
That one has Army Hammer in it too. The cannibal.
Ooh, Army.
Cannibals?
Yeah,
Army Hammer?
yeah.
Army. They were talking about it in YMH. Army Hammer, the guy, actor that played the Lone Ranger. And other, she doesn't know.
He was in. He's the Winklevoss twins
In The Social Network.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd know him
It's
if
like
I
the
saw
Pull
him.
up a fucking pic. What are you
Okay.
doing?
Well, I thought she would.
What are you
know.
doing?
I thought she
Sleeping.
would know,
Sleeping.
I only know Jim Carrey.
Anyway,
bro.
so I only know Jim Carrey. Jesus.
This guy.
I'm not a
That
movie
guy.
girl.
You've seen him.
Show her another picture where he looks like him. That
Why does
looks
he look
nothing
like
him.
every guy ever, though?
Because he kind of does look like that.
These are all
He looks like a narcissist.
There,
Well, there we go.
That guy
Well,
would
he
ruin
is.
your life.
Well,
He's
he...
a psychopath.
Okay, so... You
Actually?
want to know what happened?
kinda.
You want to know what happened?
No,
So,
he looks like he'd ruin your life.
Can I tell you what happened?
No. I'm going to
'Cause-
tell you what happened.
Okay. It's really cool, actually. So he was, like, sexting this girl. And I think he's done it with, like, a bunch of his previous girlfriends. And he talks about, like...
Oh!
Yeah, how he wants to eat her.
Yeah.
You have a little feather on
Oh,
your nose.
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
But
not
yeah,
snow.
but yeah, talking about like
Let me search it up right now.
yeah, it's crazy.
I've only heard
It's
of
crazy.
it, but I've never...
No, there's like text screenshots.
But not in like a goth way.
Send me the link. I'll read them.
Not in like a
No, like I
like
want to
kiss
drink
me
your blood
until
and
your
eat
lips
face
fall off.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's really it's a lot.
But is it like they're going back and forth, or like he's saying that and they're like,
No, they're going back. Like she's into it. It's okay. It's a
Okay.
little fucked up because she was into it and she just leaked them.
Oh,
That's what's fucked
kinda
up.
shitty.
Because like okay, I'm not defending him, but he is not. He's not.
why are we kink shaming?
Well, he's exactly. That's what's going on with him.
Why can't we just?
He's not actually
tell our
eating
girlfriend
people.
we want to eat them.
He's not actually
literally.
eating people. Like he's just like, this is what gets me going.
It's kind of giving like
It's
like
just-
all-consuming love.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Like
think
I'm
that-
obsessed with
I think
you.
like I'm.
I can't get enough of you.
That's kind of it, and you can tell in the text.
I gotta
That's
eat.
what it is.
Just
it's
let me
like,
eat you.
I just want him, like he's
One
like I
time.
just want you like
Oh.
in me. You know what I mean? Like it's weird.
I want
It's
you-
very
I wanna
fucking
cook
weird.
you and eat you.
I don't get it. I don't see the sexual thing there, but I mean, people like weird.
Most
shit,
kinks are
man.
not.
They don't make sense.
Don't make sense.
No. It's weird. But
Just let me
yeah,
eat you
it's very
one time.
the chicken. You're gonna say that to the chicken?
No, I wouldn't eat Rome.
Alright, I asked for a link. I'm gonna go look for that link, but here's 3 quotes
Oh
from
my god.
the
Okay.
text. I'm 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you. I need to drink your blood. And then this one. I want to cut off one of your toes and keep it with me in my pocket so I always have a piece of you in my possession.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
That's not giving all-consuming love, though. That's giving.
that's like 3
you're my
out
victim.
of context. Those are 3 out of context.
Okay,
quotes,
give
though.
us the sexy ones, Chuck.
They're not.
Alright,
None of them
I'm
are
still looking
sexy.
for that.
None of them
I
are
asked-
sexy.
I asked for an article.
None of them are sexy.
The toe one's pretty weird.
Okay, but don't even bullshit me right now. The smut you read, like half of the fucking characters in there talk like that.
But it's not like. No, it's
Yeah,
not like.
the-
Okay, wait,
It's not
wait.
like
I need to drink your blood. I'm gonna be so naughty and kinky with you.
And that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of
In
funny.
another shocking message, he reportedly wrote, "I need to eat your entire body.
Yeah.
I need to touch every part of you, inside and out. I want to bite pieces off of you. You just live to obey me and be my slave. I will own you. That's my soul, my brain, my
Are
spirit."
any of the responses there?
I don't think so.
I feel like the like consuming part is okay, but the like you're my slave and I'm
Yeah,
gonna eat
this
you
one's
and
like,
own
would you
you is
come
like
and be
I
my-
mean,
Would you come
yeah,
and be my
weird.
it's
property
weird.
till you die? If I wanted to cut off one of your toes and keep it's so thing. I feel like the same way you are on one side of the slave spectrum, I'm on the other side of the master spectrum, and I can't
What?
ever imagine another slave.
you're my number one slave has to be the worst fucking
pickup line.
pickup line ever.
But they're dating, you know, like that like okay. When you
Okay.
find the
Okay, but
screenshots of the
there's
text,
also,
she's reciprocating.
there's also allegations of gray, you know.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. I just knew about the text.
But he denied those.
I don't know.
I mean that's a slippery slope once you
That
start
is a
saying
slippery
crazy shit like I'm your slave.
I
or
mean,
you're
who
my
knows?
slave.
We fucking
That's crazy though.
Diddy-
That's fucking insane.
Diddy was doing Diddy shit for how long and we didn't know. He could be eating people. Who knows?
Very possible.
Very possible.
Hey, I'm not letting him off.
What do you think, Rome? You think that's weird?
I don't know. The only context I had was he had a crazy text conversation with his girlfriend/girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was just more like a kink thing.
Yeah.
That was at least what I.
But like is the internet joke that he's actually eating people?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well,
oh, he's
Well, it's not necessarily a joke. A lot of people are like, he's eating people.
really?
not like witnesses, like just
They're
people
like,
on
I
the
don't know.
internet.
That's kind of
People, I mean,
someone
like,
with
Well,
access
he's
might
probably eating people.
might be
They're
eating
like,
people.
he could be eating people like us. Like he could be eating people. Who knows?
That's crazy.
Could
I mean, there's no bodies,
Could
but
be
again,
you.
because they're eating them.
Eating you right now?
True.
He could be eating someone right now.
Right now, he could be eating
Right now.
someone for Christmas.
He's on the news like.
But yes,
I'm
when
not
this
a cannibal.
exactly when this came out,
Maybe I will eat you.
wow.
This came out after like. This came out pretty recent, right?
Yeah, a few years ago now.
Yeah. Because he was in a movie with Timothy Chalamet, and then he got fucked.
Yeah, as soon as this came out, he was like, "I'm gonna retire."
Really?
Or like
He's
take
done?
a break. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, now he wants to go back.
He's trying to come back, yeah. But people are like, "Don't you eat bitches?"
Like, no.
Just
no.
being like a weird like monster fucking
Cannibal
movie
movie?
and
Yeah.
just like lean into it.
Yeah, like
Get all the goth
embrace
bitches.
it.
Can you
There's
not
some
bite
crazy
my moles,
bitches.
please? Thank you.
There's some crazy bitches that are into
Thank
it. Hey,
you.
can you stop talking to the bird? Stop talking to the bird.
You have to talk to people, not birds. People.
I'm talking to the bird.
Give Chuck the bird.
Give bird the chuck. Come here, little chicken.
Grab him.
Hey!
Oh.
No! Romy. No! Romy. Be good. You've been so good this whole time. Come here. Yeah, thank you. See, that wasn't that hard. Oh, yeah, I know you want to be nice. Oh, you want me?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!